ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। कलये सुन्दराकारं सदैकप्रियदर्शनम् अज्ञाननाशकं देवं सद्गुरुं मुरलीधरं मुरलीमण्डितकरकमलं मुनिजनमोहनं यत्यस्तपादं वनमालाधारिणं प्रेमभक्तमण्डलनित्यकीर्तितं श्रीप्रेमिकवरदम् आश्रयेऽहम्। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरे परमात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नाम संकीर्तनं यस्य सर्वपापप्रणाशनं प्रणामो दुःखशमनः तं नमामि हरिं परम्। श्रीहरे नमः श्रीहरे नमः श्रीहरे नमः। गोपिका जीवनस्मरणं गोविन्द गोविन्द। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे. With the infinite grace of our beloved Guru Maharaj Maharanyam Sri Sri Muralidhara Swamiji and the divine mercy of our beloved Thakurji Madhuri Sakhi Sameta Premika Vardhan, we have got this opportunity. We have been blessed with this opportunity for a wonderful Nama Satsang today. In this times, maintaining social distancing and doing like a virtual satsangam is like a real blessing for us. First of all, I want to convey my thanks to Sri Subramaniam ji and Uma ji for welcoming us into their family and allowing us to visit their house virtually with our Guru Maharaj and chanting Maha Mantra. It is so fulfilling seeing the wonderful setup that has been done. We see the backdrop with our Madhuri Sakhi Sameta Premika Vardhan beautifully displayed in that large screen in your house. So it gives a feeling. It is actually Bhagavan has actually come to your residence and blessing us with this wonderful satsanga today. So in these times, this is when we realize how much Bhagavan is showering his grace and kripa on us. Because we cannot go out like we used to. We cannot visit places like we used to. Even when the temple doors are all closed, Bhagavan has ensured that he has opened up the doors of all the houses and made all the houses into temples. We don't need to even take the extra pain and the trouble to go outside. Because wherever Nama is being chanted, like we are having today, wherever Nama is being chanted, that place is becoming a temple. And by opening up the doors of all the houses, and the doors to Bhagavan's Hridayam is also through the Nama. So, even in these times, Bhagavan has given us a direct connection wherever we are, in the comfort of our living room, in the comfort of our homes, sitting, we are given a direct connection to Bhagavan's Hridayam through chanting of the Nama. And previously, whenever we used to have a Nama Satsangam, whenever we used to have a Satsangam in a devotee's house, we all used to congregate together. We all used to get together. All the devotees, the neighbors, the families used to meet at a devotee's house and then chant Nama for some time and then sing some kirtans and all. So in those cases, Nama used to happen in that particular house where the Satsangam was happening. But see how beautifully here Bhagavan has taken Nama not just to that particular house where the event is being hosted. Through this means, we are having Nama go to all the houses, whoever is participating in this Nama Satsangam. Not just for the past 1 hour when we were chanting Nama, the family who's chanting Nama and the families who are in their houses listening to that Nama and participating, everybody are getting the opportunity of Nama being chanted in their house. So when we always say that, we are living in these difficult times, it is not actually true, because even in these difficult times, Bhagavan has given us a way to navigate it so easily and so smoothly. And taking this year into consideration, this year has been challenging for all of us in many ways. But we have to think that this year is nothing but it is just a microcosm of the whole yuga that we are living in, the Kali Yuga that we are living in. This year is just a small microcosm or small representation of this yuga. Because the yuga itself is being considered as one of the most challenging yugas of all the four yugas, the Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga. Of all these yugas, the Kali Yuga, the present yuga that we are all living in, is considered the most difficult yuga or the most darkest yuga. That is not just because of the people and the lifestyle that we are living. It is the nature of that yuga. So that is what we have to accept, that it is the nature of that yuga, that the yuga captures everybody's minds and bodies, and spins a web around ourselves. But even in this, just like how we have found a way to navigate this year, we have a way to navigate this yuga itself, because that has been prescribed by all the great saints. If you take our Bharata Varsham, from north to south, east to west, this yuga has been filled with so many great saints, so many Mahans who have lived their lives and who are preaching so many different philosophies. Their philosophies and their paths might be different, but they all agree upon one thing. That is one common thing is Nama Sankirtana. That is one thing every saint or every Mahan or every Mahapurusha who has lived has always preached is Nama Sankirtana. And that is because the proof of that is in our very own Upanishads. One of the Upanishads is the Kalisantarna Upanishad, which talks about the conversation between Lord Brahma and Narada Maharishi. That is when Lord Brahma tells to Narada Maharishi that Nama Sankirtanam is the only way for salvation. And the Mahamantra is one of the powerful mantras that is available to us, that is there, free, that can be chanted anytime. So just like Bhagavan has given us a way to navigate this year, he has given the way to navigate this whole yuga, however hard it is, however we might be distracted from the different things in this yuga. It has been given in the Upanishads to chant the Mahamantra. So consider when I'm going to write an exam, me and my friend, if we are preparing for an exam, we know that there will be some hard questions and there will be some easy questions. So if I am not prepared for the easy, if I'm prepared only for the hard questions, I will be really worried about the hard questions. But think of, if I don't prepare anything at all, and if I have the question paper and the answer paper leaked to me, why would I worry? I don't need to worry about whether it's going to be an easy question or a hard question, because I have the question paper, I have the answer paper, which is already leaked. So Bhagavan, who has made us go through this yuga, set us a difficult question paper, has actually leaked the answer paper also. So why do I have to even worry preparing for that exam? I have the answer paper in my hand. So that is how Bhagavan, through all the great saints and the Mahapurushas, has prescribed for us this Mahamantra, this Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. And that is all has been preached to us by all the saints. So all we have to do is, when you have the answer paper, what is it all you have to do? You just have to appear for the exam. You just have to appear for the exam and write your hall ticket number. That is something that we have to do. That Bhagavan cannot do it for us. So all we have to do when we know about the Maha Mantra is just chant it. Just take some time, and you can multitask it anytime, and just keep chanting the Maha Mantra. The greatness of this Maha Mantra and this Nama is also beautifully explained in the Kirtanam that our Guru Maharaj has blessed us with, which is the Maha Mantra Kirtanam. We will be reciting that Kirtan very shortly. That has about 16 verses. I'll just briefly touch upon like the first few verses. So the first few verses are Kaliyayum bali kollum tuli niyamamum illada. Kaliyayum bali kollum tuli niyamamum illada. Kirtanam paadi re, Hare Rama. So what this says is Kali, which we are all fearing, this yuga is going to take over, has already taken over the entire globe. So how to overcome Kali is just by chanting the Nama. Kaliyayum balikollu. This Nama will take over Kali, will help us overcome Kali very easily. And there is no niyamam. Tuli niyamamum illada means tuli, not even a drop, not even a little bit of restrictions or rules are there for singing this Maha Mantra that we have been chanting now. So I usually think about it this way. Any business school you go, or any course you take on customer management or customer relationship, they will tell you two rules. There are always two rules, okay, for managing customers. Number one rule is the customer is always right. Number two, if you think the customer is wrong, go and read rule number one. That is the same thing with Nama. There are only two rules for chanting this Maha Mantra. The number one is there is no rule at all. That is the first rule. There is no rule. That is the rule for the Maha. Number two, if you think there needs to be a rule or a restriction, go and read rule number one. Very simple. So as simple as that, there is absolutely no restriction. Anyone, anytime, anywhere can chant this Nama. In other yugas, we used to have to perform yagas, have to perform tapas, and even in this yuga, if you have to read some Vedas or Shastras or some other mantras or slokas, there are certain restrictions. You have to do it at a certain point of time. You have to do it at a certain time of the day. Some mantras can be chanted only by one gender, cannot be chanted by another gender. Some mantras have to be chanted by married persons. Some mantras have to be chanted by younger persons, things like that. But only for this Maha Mantra, there is no rule or no restriction. And however you chant it, you can make it sounded different. You can mispronounce, or there is no way of going wrong with this Maha Mantra. So because whatever Bhagavan, when we chant the Maha Mantra, when we say Krishna or Kichna or whichever way we call Bhagavan, he will respond, because even the sound does not matter. Okay, all we are chanting is we are thinking of the Maha Mantra and chanting. And Bhagavan has only one duty, that even if we chant wrongly, he will make the case for us. He will say that, no, you were calling my name only, so I will come. I have two daughters at my home. Sometimes my wife has to go and run some errands and chores. She will say, okay, just take care of the girls. I'll be back very shortly. They are upstairs. And what our mind usually goes in different, is always preoccupied in other things. And my daughters will be calling Amma, Amma, Amma when she's not around. And I'm actually supposed to respond to that because she's not around. I'm supposed to interject that and give them a response. But it never enters our ears. Forget about calling Amma. Even if they call Appa, it doesn't enter the ears. At least if they call Appa, sometimes after they call 10 times, just like alarm when we snooze, after 10th time we listen, oh, okay, it is really ringing for us. So like that, if they call Appa 10 times, at least the 10th time it will go a little bit into my ears and I will respond to that. For if they call Amma, totally, the sound waves will just come and it will just deflect and go away. So there will be no response from me and I will totally forget about that. So, but Bhagavan is not like that. However, whichever way you call him, so his only job will be to listen to the devotee's call and he will respond to that call. So that is the beauty of this mantra. No restriction or no rules for chanting this mantra anytime by any person. And the next two verses of this Mahamantra Kirtanam goes like this. ஈரெட்டாவரணத்தை நீக்கியே முக்தி நல்கிடும் ஈரெட்டு சொற்கள் கொண்ட கீர்த்தனம் பாடீரே. ஈரெட்டாவரணத்தை நீக்கியே. Okay, ஈரெட்டு means 2 into 8, 16. Okay, ஈரெட்டு 16 ஆவரணம். Okay, it talks about ஆவரணம். So this mantra helps in removing the 16 coverings. Okay. When you say 16 coverings, not just the dresses or the apparel that we are wearing. Okay, the 16 coverings that are covering our inner self, which is our soul. Okay. When Bhagavan looks at us, he doesn't look at the physical self. He doesn't look at the outer covering, our physical nature, our color, our complexion, our skin or our body. He looks at only the inner self. So it is said that the inner self is covered by 16 coverings, 16 avaranams it is called. One is the manas, that is covering the inner self. And then we have the 5 senses, our sense of smell, our sense of vision, our sense of touch, taste, and all the pancha indriyas, it is called. And then we have 5 more karmendriyas, it is called, the 5 action organs. And outside of that, it is another 5 layers of the sharira. So all this is covering what is called our actual inner self, that is the Atma. So this all, every layer that we are covering, is blocking us from reaching the Bhagavan or realizing ourselves. So, but this Mahamantra helps in removing all these 16 coverings. And first we realize ourselves, we realize our inner self. ஈரெட்டு சொற்கள் கொண்ட, the next line says ஈரெட்டு சொற்கள் கொண்ட. So that again talks about the 16 words of the Mahamantra. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. 16 words only. And they are comprised of only 3 words, which is Hare, Rama, and Krishna. And how this Mahamantra is designed is so beautiful that it is so asymmetric, but it is symmetric. It's like 4 lines it is put up, those 16 words. It is so asymmetrically symmetrical and symmetrically asymmetrical. If it was too symmetrical, like Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, if it's too symmetrical, when we chant it, it might also go into a monotonous tune, and you might fall asleep. So that is why this Mahamantra is beautifully designed to be a little bit asymmetrical, that you have to keep your mind on the mantra, but again symmetrical to such an extent that you don't have to put all your energy, all your concentration on that mantra to get it perfect. So that is the beauty of these 16 words in this Mahamantra. And the next line is, மண்ணுலக ஆசைகளும் மண்ணுலக ஆசைகளும் விண்ணுலக ஆசைகளும் கணப்பொழுதில் நல்கிடும் கீர்த்தனம் பாடீரே. மண்ணுலக ஆசை and விண்ணுலக ஆசை. So again, our Guru Maharaj talks about it is the whole purpose of chanting this mantra is to attain moksha and attain liberation. It will help you release you from the clutches of Kali to attain liberation and moksha. But that being the final motive of our human birth, that does not take away our today's needs. That does not take away tomorrow's needs. That does not take away the next several years' needs that we have in this material world. We still have to go through our routines. We still have to go to work tomorrow. We still have to go to school tomorrow. We still have to take care of the household chores. So that will indefinitely, when we are living this human life, we will have the Mannulaga Asegal. We will have various desires during this, worldly existence. And Vinnulaga Asegalum, even after our soul leaves this sharira, this physical sharira, when we go to Vinnulagam, which talks about the Paraloka, the other world. So even when we go there, we will have some desires there also. So this Mahamantra is not just for attaining liberation. It will help us attain all these desires, even in the worldly, the earthly desires, and also the Vinnulaga desires. Saint Purandaradasa, the great Saint Purandaradasa, who was also an avatar of Narada Maharishi, he has sung in one of his kirtans, Ihadalli ishtamuntu, paradalli sukamuntu. So it is the same thing. Ihadalli ishtamuntu. In this world also we have desires. Paradalli, when we go to Paraloka, the other world, there also we will have desires and sukha. So Mahamantra talks about giving us, helping us. Bhagavan helps us even fulfill the worldly desires and also the desires from when you reach the Paraloka. And this Nama itself, the more we chant it, the more we are gravitated towards it. Like once you keep on chanting the Mahamantra. Like Guru Maharaj used to beautifully say, the house flies, right? The house flies will go for every whatever food is lying around in the kitchen or on the floor. The house flies will taste everything. But the honey bee, right, it goes only for the nectar because it knows the taste of the nectar. So just like that, once we get the taste of the Mahamantra, the Mahamantra will make sure that we are gravitated only towards the Mahamantra. It will enjoy more and more. The mind will yearn for more and more Nama, more and more Mahamantra, more and more Nama Sankirtanam and Satsangam. So that is the beauty and the Mahima of the Nama, which all our Mahans have prescribed to us. Just like a doctor prescribing a medicine. When you go to a doctor and you're not feeling well, your stomach is not feeling good, you have some kind of sickness, and the doctor prescribes you some medicine. There are two types of patients. One who know what is the function of that medicine, one who knows the powers of the medicine, and then who takes it. For example, even when the doctor himself falls sick, right, he has to take that medicine. He knows how that medicine works. He knows what is the power of that medicine and how it's going to treat. So the medicine will treat or cure that doctor the same way, the way the medicine would cure somebody who has no idea about the medicine. A person who goes to the doctor with utmost faith in the doctor, this is my problem, give me whatever medicine you want. That person will have no idea of how the medicine works. You need not know. You can have faith in the doctor. Even if you don't have faith in the doctor, when you take the medicine will do its work, because that is the duty of that medicine. So That is the same guna of the nama, whether a person who's chanting it with bhakti, with all the devotion, or a person who's just reciting it monotonously, the nama will always perform its function. For example, if you take our sage Valmiki, the great sage Valmiki, was once he was a petty thief. He was a petty robber, going ahead and doing all these misdeeds. And he did not even know how to say the word Rama. When Sage Narada told him to recite the Rama Nama, he was not able to pronounce that word. So Sage Valmiki said, okay, instead of Rama Rama, you say Mara Mara. So Valmiki, whose name was Ratnakar before he became the great sage, started chanting Mara Mara. He did not have any idea what it is. He did not have that faith or anything. But once he chanted Mara 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 Mara, Bhagavan understood that as Rama Rama Rama. Even if you chant wrongly, it sounds like Rama 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 Rama. So that is how Sage Valmiki himself was blessed by the divine grace of Bhagavan. So this is a person who does not know the function of that great Ramanama. And take, for example, and take Draupadi. When she knows the power of Bhagavan's Nama, when she was being humiliated and disrobed in the Raja Sabha of Hastinapura, when any noble lady or honorable lady, when she was being disrobed, she will just want her hands to clutch her clothes or her vastra. She did that, but when it went out of control, she just let her hands go and she just called Govinda Madhusudana, Govinda Madhusudana, and she just chanted the Nama. And then Bhagavan was there. The form of his Nama came and gave her, blessed her and gave her. And the Nama showed its grace. So just like Valmiki, when he chanted without knowing it, also he gets the benefit. And Draupadi, when she called out Bhagavan's Nama, knowing, asking for help, and with all her true bhakti, then also she also got the benefit. So that again shows how great this Nama is, and that is the only way. Nama is the easiest way to open the doors to Bhagavan's Hridaya, and we entering Bhagavan's Hridaya. And in this day and age, when we have such a simple solution, why don't all we have to do is just chant Nama. So our Guru Maharaj always used to tell us, start the day with Nama and fill the day with Nama and end the day with Nama. Because nothing is more powerful than Nama, this simple Mahamantra. And let us all keep chanting Nama, and we will all be blessed with our Guru Maharaj's grace. And Thakurji is always there looking upon us, showering his boundless grace on all of us. So with that, we will chant this Mahamantra Nama again for 11 times, which is called prayer Nama. And during that prayer Nama, you can keep whatever prayer you have in mind, and then keep that prayer in your mind and chant this Nama. If you don't have any prayer, that is also a very good state to be in. So with that, we will do the prayer Nama now. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. जीवन स्मरणं गोविंदा गोविंदा Sadgurunath Maharaj ki jai. Once again, my sincere gratitude to Subramaniam ji and Uma ji's family for inviting us and giving us an opportunity to chant Mahamantra along with you all. Radhe Radhe.
Radhe. Thank you, Rajesh ji. Uma ji, I sent the lyrics for Mahamantra Kirtan. Priya ji and their family are going to sing Mahamantra. You can also sing along. Maybe mute your side and then you all can sing. Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe. Gopika Jeevan Smaranam Govinda Govinda Sadgurunath Maharaj ki jai. Kariyayum balikollum niyamamullara Kirtanam paadiye Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare தாரும் ரத்தினம் ரத்தினமே கருணை கருணையான கீர்த்தனம் பாடு ஹரே ராம 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 ஹரே 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 கிருஷ்ண உலக மக்கள் போர்வழி கண்டாரே அவனிலை போகும் கீர்த்தனம் பாடி ஹரே ராம 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 ஹரே 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 கிருஷ்ண 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 ஹரே ஹரே யோகமும் ராகமும் கீதமும் தேவமும் குறிக்கொண்ட நாமத்தை கீர்த்தனம் பாடி ஹரே ராம 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 ஹரே 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 கிருஷ்ண 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 ஹரே ஹரே கீர்த்தனம் பாடி ஹரே ராம 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 ஹரே 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 கிருஷ்ண 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 ஹரே ஹரே பாடிடும் பக்தரும் பாடிடும் பலரும் பாவனமாகிடும் கீர்த்தனம் பாடி ஹரே ராம 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 ஹரே 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 கிருஷ்ண 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 ஹரே ஹரே பரவரிடம் போட ஒன்றிலே கீர்த்தனம் பாடி ஹரே ராம 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 ஹரே 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 கிருஷ்ண 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 ஹரே